Good morning. This is Giovanni Gallucci, joined by Chloe Dawn and Rachel Donovan, and this is the Daily Trend Report.
Morning, Gio. Drove in at first light with the windows down. Best part of the day out here.
I've got a cold brew and my sunglasses on indoors. No notes.
Then let's get to work. Today, the one LinkedIn number that just made every other one a lie, the color on your cereal box quietly turning into a business, and the brand collabs that actually stuck this week.
So the thing Travis and Kendall both circled isn't a post that went off. It's a number. LinkedIn now splits your reach into two buckets, in-network and out-of-network, and it put the second one on the scoreboard where everybody can see it.
And out-of-network is the only one that's growth. In-network is the people who already follow you. Your coworkers, your vendors, the same 300 souls who like everything you post.
Travis called that a group chat with a logo on it.
That's about right. For years, a page could report 40,000 impressions and nobody asked where they came from. Now the platform tells you. And for most company pages, the answer is going to sting.
And there's a reason they built the gauge now. Somebody scanned 1 million posts and found north of 40% of the long ones on LinkedIn are fully machine written.
So the feed filled up with sludge, and the platform's answer was to hand the reader a flashlight. That number is why the scoreboard exists. When half the room is talking like a template, the scarce thing is the post that could only have come from a person actually running a business.
There's a second half nobody's covering. They capped collaborative posts at 5 people and shut the metrics off inside them.
Which is the tell. Tagging 4 friends so their networks saw you was the cheapest out-of-network trick going. LinkedIn watched it turn into an engagement pod economy and fenced it off the same season it opened the scoreboard. They want you to earn the reach with the post, not the tag list.
So the shortcut closed, and the gauge turned on at the same time. On purpose. So what does an operator do Monday, Gio?
Pull your last 30 posts. Sort them by out-of-network percentage, not by likes. You'll find 2 or 3 that traveled and 27 that didn't. Then go look at what those 3 had in common.
And what did they?
One of 3 things, every time. They took a position somebody could actually disagree with. They put a number on the table nobody else published. Or they explained a process a competitor would rather keep quiet. Safe, tidy, agreeable content has a ceiling now, and the platform just installed a gauge that shows you exactly where it sits.
Which is backwards from how most brands write. They write to not get anyone in trouble.
And that's the whole opening for the little guy. A big brand runs every post past legal. You don't. You can publish the real margin, the actual reason you fired a client, the number the category doesn't want printed. The giant literally can't follow you there.
So the constraint was never the budget.
It was nerve. Out-of-network reach is just a spine meter with a percentage sign on it. The operators who win this quarter are the ones willing to say the thing the enterprise page has to run past 3 lawyers first. 3 moves before we shift gears. 1. Pull your last 30 LinkedIn posts and resort by out-of-network percentage. Kill the 27 that never left the building and make more of the 3 that did.
2. Put one thing in every post a competitor would never say out loud. The real number, the honest read, the call you'd catch heat for. That's what a stranger reshares.
3. Quit tagging 4 peers to pump reach. That door's shut at 5. Earn the out-of-network with a take, not a tag list.
Mine's the color on the box, and it just turned into a line item. W.K. Kellogg says it's pulling every artificial dye out of its cereals by the end of the year, a full 12 months early. Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, the whole rainbow, reformulated on fruit and vegetable color.
And watch where the money actually moved. ADM, the ingredient house, told investors it expects $80 to $100 million in operating profit off the switch to natural color. Nobody in that building had a change of heart. They read the order book.
So the supplier booked the revenue before the brand even shipped the cereal.
When the ingredient company recognizes the profit ahead of the box, the argument's over. Only the timing was ever in question.
Here's what I don't get. Isn't this the win the clean label crowd wanted?
It's the win that cost them the thing they were selling. Follow the money down the shelf. A company Kellogg's size absorbs a pricier pigment and books a profit line on the transition. A regional producer running a 20,000 unit batch eats the same cost and the headache that rides with it. Natural color fades under heat and light, The berry and purple carrot yields swing by season, and the little guy has no leverage on any of it.
And the brands that never used a synthetic dye in their life?
Get nothing for it. That's the gut punch. For a decade, no artificial colors was their whole flag. By December, it's the floor. Every box says it, and a claim everybody can make is a claim nobody hears.
So the differentiator has to move.
Off the absence and onto the specific. No artificial colors is about to belong to Kellogg. Colored with purple carrot still belongs to you. Name the actual pigment, not the thing you left out.
Oh, purple carrot is a thing Kellogg can say too, eventually.
Sure, but not the way you can. You can put the grower on a first-name basis. Show the season the berries came in short. Tell people why this batch went a little browner. A brand reformulating 60 million boxes can't afford to publish a single wobble. You can make the wobble the whole story.
So how do you play it on the feed, not the packaging?
This is the good part. The whole country's cereal is about to look duller, and shoppers are going to be confused and loud about it. Get in front of that. Pin a post that just asks, "Why isn't ours neon?" Then answer every single reply on camera for a week. The confusion is the content, and the algorithm loves a brand that shows up in its own comments.
One caution, though.
Don't turn it into a fear pitch about dyes. Stay on what your color is and where it comes from. You're not diagnosing anybody. You're just the one who picks up the phone when the aisle gets weird. Here's what to actually do with all that. 1. When the big cereals go dull this fall, pin a post asking your shoppers what changed on the shelf and answer every reply on camera. Let the confusion do your reach.
2. Retire no artificial colors from your captions. Say the pigment out loud instead. The purple carrot, the beet, the one you've run since day one.
3. Pinterest just gave people a switch to dial AI images down in food and home. Real product photography out-travels a generated pin there now. So shoot the actual thing and post it where the buyers are looking.
Last stretch, and this is straight from what brands actually shipped this week. Eddie and Travis both landed on the same thing from opposite ends. The collabs that stuck were co-owned. The ones that evaporated were rented.
Start with what stuck.
Liquid Death teamed up with Mr. Beast with a Feastables product in the mix, and it wasn't a paid shout-out, it was a co-owned product. That's the difference between a collab that's durable content and one that's a flight you pay for and forget.
Because a shout-out ends when the check clears.
Every time. A paid mention rents you somebody's audience for exactly as long as the invoice covers. A co-owned thing keeps working because both sides have a reason to keep pushing it. Now here's the one every operator should study. The New York Liberty ran a merch drop with a small local label, and instead of shooting a hero video, they let the partner post the line down the street from their own account.
The line is the ad.
The line is the ad, and nobody had to fake it. Team store sales up better than 80%. Fans started swapping the stuff on Reddit on their own. That's demand documented by someone other than you, which reads as proof instead of a pitch.
So how does a shop with no Mr. Beast budget run this?
You already can, and this is the part I love. Visit Phoenix built a campaign around a song from a local unsigned band instead of licensing some stadium track. Costs a sliver of a big sync deal, gives you a real hometown story, and the band's own fans share the thing for you.
That's the Americana move. You don't rent a star, you back your neighbor.
And it travels further because it's true. Same logic on a $5 joint product a couple of brands put out this week, just to give people something to unbox. Cheap object, real collab, 100 pieces of content you didn't have to make.
There's a burger chain running the same idea at a different size. They're casting a customer to be the face of the brand for a year. $65,000 and a menu item.
And the prize is a job, not a coupon. That flips the whole thing. A coupon gets you people making content for a discount. A real role gets you people auditioning, and an audition is better footage than a sweepstakes every time. Scales down too. You don't need 65 grand. You need to make your audience a real offer instead of a raffle.
Now the miss.
The crowded lane. A denim brand rolled out a big celebrity spot the same week, and it's fine, but every retailer in the country is running the identical play. A famous face on a pair of jeans differentiates nothing when your competitor bought a different famous face for the same ad.
So the lesson isn't get a bigger name.
It's own the thing together and pick a partner who actually shares your audience instead of one who just has a big one. A co-owned drop with a hometown act beats a rented celebrity every day of the week. and it costs about a tenth as much. 3 things from this one. 1. If you collab, co-own what you make together. A cheap joint product people can unbox beats a paid shout-out that vanishes when the check clears.
2. Hand your partner the camera. Let the smaller side post the line out the door from their own account, because demand filmed by someone else reads as proof, not an ad.
3. Skip the celebrity, license the local. A hometown musician's song and their crowd cost a fraction of a star and hand you a story only you can tell.
That's the report for today. If you run a food or beverage brand with a great product and a feed full of pretty photos that just sit there, that's the problem I fix. GallucciNet builds the content, the short video, the photography, the whole feed, so your channel actually moves and your people keep a reason to show up. I ran organic social for Topo Chico from launch through the Coca-Cola years, and I've done it for a long shelf of independents since. If your product's better than your feed makes it look, come find me, gallucci.net, or DM at galluccinet on Instagram or LinkedIn. Talk tomorrow.